Hi, I'm at the Platelayers Symposium in Brampton, Ontario. It's west of Toronto, and this is something to have every year. It gets some presentations, workshops, and there are some dealers in there, so let's go in and have a look.
Most of the commercial manufacturers these days do that. So they generate this little cutout. The time we're talking about for that cutout is a few milliseconds, like it's really, really quick. Okay? And then the messages resume again, but for that few milliseconds, the power is interrupted. And in those few milliseconds, that decoder is going to send messages back already. And you have these two things called detectors, and these are relatively simple electronics, but not something that you would build yourself. They are something that you would purchase. But a railcom detector, and there's one called a global detector and a local detector. It will tell you that loco number 47 is in block 4 on your layout. It tells you what train is where on your layout, which with normal DCC, you can't do that. You need some other technology like RFID or barcodes or something like that to tell you which loco is where on the layout. Railcom can do that with the decoders that you have, dozens or hundreds of CVs, the configuration variables that are part of a decoder. Those can all be read out using Railcom. You send the right Railcom message and you can get a reply back that here's the current value of the seized. One of the rails to return the signal for example, local lighting. And the decoder would put the power to the light on the loco but then send the return path right back to the rail. That is not DCC compliant, and that would cause Railcom to not pilot ESU sound. Trainomatic and Zemo are examples that have been producing Railcom compliant decoders for 10 years. So the throat of a station, it goes into a Railcom block, the Railcom receives it and says this is loco 47, and your computer, JMRI for example, would say, oh, loco 47, he belongs on platform 7, so you route the switching and it automatically goes to platform 7. If you injected a different loco into the throat, that message would route it to a different platform. So that's I think a very clever scenario of smart switching based on the DCC address. There is actually your block detection system, and what it's showing is the DCC address. So as your train goes through that block, it will say this is address 100. Railcom, bidirectional communications for DCC. If there's a key message, that's it. Okay, it's been built into most European DCC decoders. I mentioned the vendors list, and there's a lot more than that, but it's been built in for many years. And most modern command stations and boosters should have this cutout generation built in.
Hi, hey, good to see you. You like it? Yeah. Well, I know. We live in North London, so I just got attracted by the way. Sounds good. All right. Have a good day. Thanks.
Can I have your attention again? We're ready for our second radio control. But today he is also an expert on the railways around Portsmouth and Gosport, and he's going to talk about
All right. Hang on.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Some interesting presentations there, and I didn't buy anything today, but I've got something on order, a class 20, and I'll pick it up during the week. Got a good deal on it from Faisal, the dealer that I know. Anyway, you know how it goes. Remember to give me the big thumbs up and all of that, and we'll see you next time at Partickhill Station. Bye for now.